Back in Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. We'll have Mr. Dave Schmandl calling here shortly for Clubbing with Dave. I want to thank Dave, partner of the show for a long, long time. 805-598-9993. That's 805-598-9993. Slicksticks.com, your key to better golf. Adjusting clubs, re-gripping, adjusting loft and lies, and flight scope. You name it. Dave does a lot of the fittings for the long drive champions and guys you see on TV with the long drive championships on ESPN. So he knows what he's doing, and we'll have him calling here pretty soon. We got Dr. Ryan McGowie still in the studio with us. We're talking about the being golf fit, not only for the winters, it's expanded to how you could do that throughout the whole year, and the 5 steps to in doing that, and how do you approach that. And Billy has a new game that's called Stymie, and I'm very interested to hear
Is Dave with us?
how this works. He's not with us yet.
Well, then I've got one for you all.
Okay.
And this could be part of something for you there, buddy. Santa knows all. We see he's wearing a Santa hat and got the cutest little Santa sweater thing going on. It's a little. That's like that's the.
I
Pepsi,
Instagrammed that, by the way.
Yeah, it looks like it, huh?
Or the Coke. Maybe is it the
I
Coca-Cola?
did Instagram that, by the way.
You did.
You got a little something. You spilled a little something
All
on
right.
that?
No, I
I'm
think
kidding.
so.
So first golf question.
That was fun. That's funny. That's funny. Doesn't it represent us? The four.
Oh, Nikki's the cute little one with the bow on the head.
Oh, Nikki.
Nikki.
I'm the little chubby guy in the back.
I have a really cute little
Billy's got a tie
I'm
on,
wearing a tie.
Wow.
and looks like I might have some kind of weird necklace or something on. What the heck's going on there? If you go by height,
I have a picture that looks similar to that of you.
Okay, now we're going to have to get a really good picture of that.
I wonder if
I
that one's
got
somewhere.
one. Yeah.
But as we swear, we would never bring that picture
Yeah.
up. We won't.
All right.
It was a Vegas trip.
That's yeah.
All
I
right.
know how those
Golf,
go.
this is golf related. Have you ever heard of Ken Venturi?
No.
Okay, so you probably can't chime in on this one too, but you could, I guess. Why did Ken Venturi quit golf, guys?
Because someone told him to.
No. Well, maybe.
Got to be because of his hips or his knees or his feet.
No, I think
No,
there
no,
was,
no.
I think there was some kind of issue where he had to step down. Something happened.
He was
not forced out, if that's what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Like the guys that made comments about the
Yeah.
Masters and stuff. No, he was not one of those.
Oh,
That was,
is that someone else?
yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know. I never.
Carpal tunnel syndrome.
Oh, brutal.
You should have known that.
That's bad.
Especially for a guy who swings a golf club.
Seriously.
It's not good.
Is that like
That's
so?
stymied. And I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
would know that. I knew it was wrist injury.
So is that-
I knew it was wrist injury like Johnny Miller, but I don't know if it was carpal. This is carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel's strictly solved by surgery? Because I hear people that I have a couple students that have had that and they've had surgery, and a couple of them are
My
like,
wife
it's great.
has both wrists.
A couple of them are like, it's great, and a couple of them are like, it didn't do anything for me.
My wife, both wrists. And
she better?
amazing improvement immediately.
Really?
The flow was
And she's done the
she's been
sign
cut on both
language
sides,
for
yeah.
all of her
She
life
did for a lot.
teaching.
and immediate relief. Doctor.
I'm always a big proponent, obviously, how I view the world is doing things conservatively first. So we've helped a lot of people with the diagnosis of carpal tunnel syndrome. So there are things to do.
Carpal tunnel, is that because of golf you got that?
Don't know. That's why I had to stop, though. That's what it says.
I've never heard that.
I mean, he uses his hands a whole lot. All right, there's a lot of repetition.
A lot of talking.
He talked with
his hands and stuff.
Yeah, he liked building puzzles and played with an erector set for years. That could have to do with it.
Wow.
And his core was all weak.
That would
So
make
one
sense.
of his segments.
It's the
was
core.
whack.
His
All
core
right,
was weak.
So this
We've
one's,
got
this
Dave on the
one's-
line.
Oh, Dave, I got one for him. We'll see.
You there, Dave?
Dave, you there?
Yeah, good morning. Sorry, I lost track of time, boys.
That's okay.
Hi, Dave.
Hello there.
We got a game of Stymie going on right now that Mr. Gibbs has created.
Okay.
And Dave, you might know this, but first of all, the first one I asked is why Ken Venturi got out of the game of golf. Do you know why?
Arthritis, wasn't it?
No,
Close.
Close. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel in both wrists.
His hands were all
bad.
messed up. I knew that.
Forced Venturi to retire from professional golf permanently. Unfortunately, Venturi took up a career as an announcer in CBS for a long time, and he was in the airways for 30 years, but he was so much pain in his... And then later, he just knew he had bad hands. They didn't diagnose it, carpal tunnel, until later. But carpal tunnel syndrome. So here's one for you, Dave, that only you might
And
know.
most people don't realize how good he was.
Yeah, I know. Really good.
Sorry, I interrupted. Go
Not
ahead.
a problem.
That's
So,
a tough gig.
the first cut-proof ball. 2-part question. What year did it come out, and what ball was it? What?
I'm going faultless.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you guys know the
Golden
first?
Ram.
You guys have a guess?
I'd totally be guessing.
It was the golden.
Golden Ram.
It was the Golden Ram. What year,
There
Dave?
you go.
What year, Dave?
Oh, God. Man, oh, man.
It was the first.
Come on, Dave. You can do it.
Trying to stymie, hard to stymie you. Hard to
What
stymie.
year? I'm guessing 69.
Oh, 68, not? Dave is the man.
Dave is the man.
It was the first Serlin cover
But
ball.
no, I've been wrong on every question.
Well, not really. You got Golden Ram on your second guess, which was huge.
Wow.
And I thought, I never thought you could ever cut a top
So
plate.
obviously-
I thought top plates were.
So obviously it was the
It was a
what
Golden
was-
Ram in 1968 was the first Serlin cover ball
The
considered
Serlin.
to be cut proof. Remember, then Titleist had its Serlin ball and
Yeah.
the DT,
Oh, the DT.
durable
Yep.
Titleist. So anyways, nice job,
I thought
Dave.
distance through technology
And I-
was DT.
Dave.
And I,
Is that really?
I got the DTs once back in the 80s.
What did you say DT stands for?
Durable Titleist.
Durable Titleist, yeah.
Ah, I thought it
So
was
here's
distance
one for
through
Nikki.
technology.
Darn
You get
tough.
first
One of
guess.
the
Oh, I
Yes.
get first guess. Okay.
And then Dave could chime in.
Notice he said first
So,
guess.
because you just mentioned the LPGA players and how great
Yes,
their cores
uh-huh,
are. That's they found out their cores are the strongest asset in their physical abilities,
Yes.
right? Not flexibility,
That's
but
right.
core strength.
That's correct.
All right. So there's been 4 LPGA players who played on men's tours. You don't have to name them, but none of them have won.
Correct.
2 of them made the cuts.
Right.
But there has been a male who played in an LPGA tournament and did win it.
Ooh.
He was one.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, are you good with that?
Yeah.
You
right.
are.
It was in 1962. If that's your only clue.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know.
I know you would know, Dave. So there's one guy that actually played against the girls and won.
Bobby Jones.
Wow, in 62? You're so cute.
I have no idea.
God, he was durable, wasn't he?
That's funny.
He founded the Masters in the 33 or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. He was, yeah,
God, he was durable. That's awesome.
he had some core.
All right.
Boy, that's all that was left of him. But
I just threw
Well,
a
you had
name
the
out
DT,
there because I
now
have
you
no
got
idea.
the DB, the durable Bob.
I think it was Sven Masterson.
It was Sven Masterson.
Was that right?
No, you're
No?
not right. It was the Royal Point. What is that? That's how you say Poinciana Plaza Invitational. He won by 5 shots. Sam Snead.
Oh, I knew it was one of those old guys.
Wow.
Oh, and I was going to give a clue.
What were you gonna? Oh, you knew the answer.
How much did he win by?
5 shots.
5 shots.
Wow. That's
Are you good with that?
pretty
Nicky?
Yeah, he
impressive.
didn't,
totally
he didn't
good
mix
with
his
that.
drinks or anything. He just had 5 shots.
It's probably why I won. Yeah. How many shots
was
is
a
too many,
celebration.
Doc? I'm going to ask you about this alcohol. So people who take sips of alcohol to loosen up before. What is the limit before?
in regards to playing golf.
before it affects your ability. There's a fine line there.
Yeah, you want to know
Your motor
something there?
skills.
It
Well,
says-
but this is Dave's segment. So you're going to have this.
Okay.
Well, this is Dave's segment. So Dave, how you doing, buddy? Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you. Merry
Or ha-
Christmas to everybody there.
Yes, sir. To you too.
Well, thank you.
What's going on, bud?
Nothing.
All
Dave,
right.
you could have told me the answer to that question, Dave. You could
Which
have
one?
like whispered it.
Yeah, I didn't give him
The
a chance
Sam
to give a
Snead
clue.
thing. You could have said Sam Snead.
He could have texted you.
You could have texted
She
me,
could have
Dave.
said slamming. Would you have got it then?
No.
Oh,
Slammer.
Slam, you wouldn't have got it then?
You guys, I only started golfing
Kick the top of a roof?
8 years ago.
Well, and Mike and Billy will
Well,
disagree
I-
with me on this, but golf
I know
is not
Jesus,
a
and
verb. You
I
don't
wasn't
golf.
around 2,000 years ago. Whatever.
I don't really think of
You guys
Jesus
just- you
and
just cut
early
Dave
golf
off.
pros
Oh, sorry,
as
Dave.
being on the same level. Sorry, Dave.
Go ahead, Dave. It's yours.
No, I was just trying to tell Nikki, and I know you and Bill disagree with me on this, but golf is not a verb. You don't go baseballing or golfing. You go play golf.
Like
You're
tennis.
right.
Like tennis. You don't go tennising.
Well, I went tennising a few
I
weeks ago.
saw that.
I'll never do that again.
I heard about that. That
What
was
about
awful.
swimming?
What about swimming? You go swimming.
No, I don't.
It helps your core, by the way. It's one
It
of the
does.
It's one of the 15 steps the doc has over here. You should
That's-
swim, right?
That's what I'm
Don't you
getting.
think?
I'm getting back into that in 2019.
Is that your?
I missed
That's
that.
one of the best things you can do for.
I used to do that when I worked at Avalon Black
So
Lake,
I'm
and
going
I'd
to
back
go
and forth.
swim?
I'd swim between in my lunch
I'm
hour.
going to go swim, or I'm going to be swimming.
Either one.
So golfing and
Would
golf.
you like to join me for a swim?
Yes.
How about boxing?
Will you be swimming tomorrow?
I'm going boxing.
Is either one of those wrong?
I'm feeling swimmingly good today.
She looks swimmingly divine. But I'm going golfing tomorrow. And he says, you got to go play golf. I'm going golfing with my buddies.
Every time I hear that, it's like the fingernails down the chalkboard.
You want to
Really?
go? You want to go?
Hey, Dave.
You want to go golfing with Mike and me tomorrow?
Hey, Dave, I'm going to golf.
No, I don't. I don't golf.
I want to golf with you, Dave.
Yeah, and you don't golf either. You play golf.
I want to golf with you, Dave.
So when you ask somebody, you should say, "Do you want to play golf?"
Would you like to go play golf? Yes.
Golfing tomorrow. Do you want to join me?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
I have. I have 3 really good golfing buddies.
Am I one of them?
No,
How?
you're one of the 2.
They
You're
ran
number
out,
2.
huh?
So
Wow.
what's wrong with you? Have your golfing buddies?
Yeah.
That's just the old school in me.
Wow.
I have
Now,
buddies
is that a
when I
schooling
play
or
golf.
you were schooled, schooling, or you've been old school? Schooling.
I was. Oh God, it's too early in the morning for that one.
All right, Dave. True or false? All the new golf equipment has happened over the last 2 decades. Has actually improved the average score by 15%. Just the last decade, excuse me, 15%. True or false?
Average score?
Average score, golf score in America.
All handicaps or something? No,
So no, it's not true.
no. We're just as bad as we ever were.
Yep, it's false. This equipment has had no effect on the
amazing.
score, average score.
Absolutely amazes me.
And I have a theory about that.
What is
Okay.
your
What
theory?
is your theory?
Too much golfing.
They've made it too easy.
What? The scores would go
forgiving
down.
clubs that people learn using more forgiving clubs, which I am a firm believer in doing. But they didn't have the old McGregor or Wilson blades to learn by, where if you mishit it, I mean, you were dead meat.
learn,
You had
yeah.
to learn how to
Those hurt.
hit a shot better.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you can mishit a shot by half an inch on the face of a club, and it's fine.
But wouldn't that
And-
logic say the scores would go down?
No, it means they never get
No,
better.
because they never learned how to play
yeah,
better.
to hit the ball correctly.
Does that allow back injuries to go up then?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I never learned how to hit the ball
Yeah,
correctly.
actually, you know
Does
what?
that
It could.
make- There you go, Doc.
You know,
Woo, way
you
to
might
chime
have a
in
point there,
Santa.
too. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding,
yeah.
ding. Yeah.
But I've never heard that before by anybody else. But
But in Dave's world,
the game to
Well, if you-
learn
if
is
you don't-
easier.
if you don't have to
you're not
rotate
gonna
your body
become
to get the body
as,
up the ball in the air.
proficient at it.
If you don't have to rotate and swing fast because the clubs are getting more,
Exactly.
then you could hurt your body more because the old school clubs you had to make sure that you were moving through and rotating and stuff. So
Very
there
true.
should be some good. There could be a point to Doc there. So the new clubs
Definitely.
are killing people.
So we should go back and get a really old set of
That's
clubs.
not what you said, but it.
Yeah, get an old set of
Old Wilson staffs.
1968 Spalding top flights.
Woo!
I will tell you something. When you mishit a club like that, you either stop playing or you figure out how to swing correctly. Because it hurt so bad.
With real heavy shafts.
Oh my gosh, it was bad. It would sting. I just remember it sting so bad.
Padded gloves were popular then.
You
Especially
didn't want to do it on an early morning round.
That's
and hit
just what
that
I was gonna
3
say.
iron on the second hole.
I was just
a
gonna
little
say
thin.
that.
Oh,
my
it lasted
gosh.
till 14.
Yeah.
Wow.
I totally remember that.
I'm kind of glad I missed that.
And just look at the size of the heads of the drivers. My goodness. You could actually, on some shots today that would be kind of almost playable, you would have whiffed it with the persimmons.
That's
it
true.
could actually miss the whole golf club. And today, you might lose, 20% of your yardage on it with a
You'd
new
still
driver.
think that logic, the scores would go down. You would
Yeah.
think. They're easier to hit. They're more forgiving. You're getting more better outcome on your shots. Why aren't the scores going down?
I have a theory.
Let's hear it.
People don't understand the short game.
Ooh, I think that's a very good answer.
They just don't get it.
Also,
And they don't practice it. And that's where you
well,
So
how
maybe they don't get
how
the
many short
importance
game
of it?
lessons do you give compared to long game?
15%.
If it was my
If
choice,
that,
or,
yeah.
if it was my choice or the student's choice.
Right. That's
Well,
exactly.
how many do you
Most of my
give?
lessons are
About
short
half.
game.
I
Not lately.
I have good conversations, and it turns into
Hey.
about half. I
Yeah.
can convince.
Well, that's You are a better man than me, but everybody knew that already.
Just communicate. I mean, if you bring out the logic and behind it, and you can explain, the reasons it's that important, and 2/3 of the shots you're hitting, and that those little swings are in your big swing in the first. So if you can get those down, they're part of your swing in the big one. You get them to understand that, like, okay, cool, let's work on that. And it's and that's if you can convince them of that.
Well, it is just a baby golf swing.
Yeah, that's what. There you
A
go.
prime example of what the short game will do to you is how I got Nikki so frustrated last week when we were playing golf.
Hey,
I heard that story. That was good.
Todd Bordenaro
Thanks,
is
Dave.
listening to the show right now. So if you have a question for Todd or something, because Todd, I don't know if you listened, but Dr. Ryan brought you up, and when we finish with Dave, we'll let, and Todd can text me his answers right here.
Yeah, or he can call. He can call in too.
He knew the answers to a lot of this stuff.
But yeah, I truly do think it's the short game. I think even people that practice the short game don't understand how to practice it correctly.
Well, and it's the first thing to go too when you lay off, because I didn't play. I only played like once in the whole month.
Yeah,
and it was amazing. I went back and
unless you're injured. Because the first thing to go for me was the bigger swing, because I could still not pain-free little swings.
No, I'm talking about.
So that's for me. That stayed sharp. My short game's still pretty sharp, and it was all those 13 fours I made yesterday was mostly because of my short game.
Yeah,
I didn't get a lot of greens, but I got it up and in 7 times, I think. So.
Exactly.
I was the same way, Bill.
Yeah.
When I took layoffs because of injuries, short game still kind of hung around.
Yeah, that for me, I'm lucky enough to putting strokes.
But then
been
you
pretty
stick
solid.
a 2-iron in my hand, I went, oh no.
That's awesome. Hey, Dave, what do you have? You got any specials out there for the holiday that you want to share with us?
Right now, I've been giving out, well, not giving out, but been selling a lot of series of lessons. It's a good present.
Short game?
Short game. I gave a short game lesson yesterday, just a real simple, bump and run type shot, and the guy couldn't believe how easy it was.
Yeah.
And he's been playing the game for years. I said, see that lob wedge? Put it back. Get your 8-iron. And it's amazing how many people don't realize that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't understand.
Yeah, and this is a hard game, and they make it harder.
Yes.
I shouldn't say they. I make it as hard as it can.
I happen to have some. I will say something for Dave for Christmas. I was thinking, we have to start giving our Christmas gift ideas soon, because Christmas is like tomorrow.
Next week?
But the 3 top that I have, and one of them that would benefit all players, is a new set of grips. And there's nothing better than a club with a brand new grip feeling.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive. There's not a player I know that, unless they just got brand new clubs, that wouldn't want new grips on their clubs.
I agree.
So you
a
sneak your partner's clubs out, or just bring them over to Dave Shamano and put grips on them. It's huge. It really is huge, and it's not that expensive. And I not want a new club, but I'll tell you, when they feel new, they're pretty darn cool.
Oh, it's just such a great feeling.
So it is, man. And so I would give that, and talk to Dave. You want to give somebody a nice gift. And if you can't put them on before Christmas, get a gift certificate for that and set up a time with Dave, because they really, mine haven't played so little that my new grips feel old already. Just because I haven't played. They're sitting there getting dry and dry and dry, sitting in the heat of my bag.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, how often should someone re-grip their clubs?
Oh, it kind of depends on how much they play and what kind of weather they play in. It varies, but good rule of thumb, once a year.
And it would be a great time of year right now. And nobody wants to go out
And
there
it would
themselves.
be a fantastic time of year right now. It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Wow, maybe I need to bring my clubs down to you.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? All joking
That's what
aside,
my wife told me.
nobody wants to do it for themselves. It's just one of those things.
I want to do it for myself.
Well, there you are, exception to every rule, Nikki. You really are. But that goes to your Christmas gift. I was going to do it for you now, but now I can't now.
I haven't done it yet.
But you committed. I heard it.
I've got more than one set of clubs.
We have it on there. Back it up, copy.
That's awesome.
So, but it is a good idea for someone who doesn't want, and golf balls. I'll say it every time. I don't want to go out and buy a dozen balls, but I sure would love a dozen balls as a gift. You got to play with
Buy
them.
a dozen golden
Right?
rams.
Yes, I still
There
have
you
my
go.
original golden Rams. So, anyways, Dave, I
You know
thought
what we used to do when that ball came out, because we were broke as a stepped-on stick.
I'd try to.
They were warranted not to break, crack, or whatever.
So you'd spend hours
And,
trying to break it, right?
Well, when it got a little scuffed up, you threw it in the freezer. And then
Cold
take it out,
ball.
hit a driver with it, and it guaranteed it was going to crack, and you got a new ball.
Oh, you mean they
Wow.
replaced them if they crack?
You schemed The Golden
It
Ram
wasn't
people.
ethical, but
Yeah,
I could still
dang.
play
Wow.
golf.
This is the holidays, man, and you scam.
Wow.
He did a Golden Ram scam.
A
The
golden
Golden
ram
Rams?
He
scam.
did.
I love it.
He was the original Golden Ram scammer.
That's cool. Well, hey, Dave, we appreciate you calling, and we got to take our first commercial break. And he's Dave Schimantel, slicksticks.com. Call him at 805-598-9993. That's 805-598-9993. Thanks, Dave.
Hey, and I tried to get that interview for you, Mike, and the guy just never got back to me. So
Well, we never give
continue.
up. We never give up, right?
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna
Perseverance,
fix
Bill.
all
Yep.
5 segments.
We'll be right back. Golf Talk Radio with
Thanks,
Mike and
guys.
Billy. Thanks, David. Stay with
So
us.
do you fix these?